My cat Zoe's over here and she's trying to eat my laptop. It's not that kind of apple. Welcome to the Monday Must Do, where I tell you about an attraction or place that you just must do at the Walt Disney World Resort. Today's Must Do takes us back to the Magic Kingdom, and it is Splash Mountain. Splash Mountain is a water ride which features the characters and the songs from the classic Disney movie Song of the South. This ride is characterized as a thrill ride. It's not a coaster, but it does have a couple of big drops, and it's definitely a water ride. You're definitely going to get wet on this ride. On this ride, you're going to follow the adventures of Brer Rabbit in his briar patch as he's trying to escape from Brer Fox and Brer Bear. Your little log boat adventure takes you through about 5 or 6 different areas, and you'll kind of see some different scenes of Brer Rabbit, Brer Fox, Brer Bear, and other characters along the way. It's bright and colorful, and there's lots of music. There are 3 drops during this ride, and depending on where you're sitting in the log boat flume thing, depends on how wet you're going to get. I have noticed that when I sit near the front, usually the front right, although I've been on the front left and got completely soaked, you're going to get the most water near the front. I mean, soaking, dripping, completely wet. So plan your day accordingly. There's a ride photo at the very end of this ride. It's right at the last big final drop on the ride. You kind of get to have that picture of you as you fall from that last drop. And I don't know, it makes for some really good pictures. For anybody who's worried about their belongings getting wet, there's actually lockers that you can rent that are near the main entrance. So you could always put your stuff in a locker so that you make sure nothing gets wet. I don't think I've ever bothered using a locker. And even when I've sat in front and got completely drenched, somehow I managed to keep most of my belongings, including my camera, dry. But just something to know in case you want to actually make sure nothing gets wet, destroyed, or damaged due to the water. Splash Mountain does have a height requirement of 40 inches or taller. And if for some reason you have anybody in your party that does not fit that height requirement, there is a little play area that's near the exit of Splash Mountain that you can kind of keep little ones entertained while maybe the adults or older kids go on this ride. So even if the little ones can't go on, somebody can stay with the kids and let them play and still have a good time. Yes, FastPass Plus is offered for Splash Mountain. As I always say, depending on what time of year you go, what time of day you visit the ride, you might be able to get on it with little to no wait and not have to use a FastPass Plus. If you're planning and want to make sure you get on it and it's kind of midday, it's a busy season, definitely book your FastPass Plus for this ride. Splash Mountain is one of my favorites. I know I always say that, but it really is. It's a really fun ride to do with a group, like if you have a big family or if you're meeting friends, and see who's going to get the most wet and the most drenched on the ride. So have any of you been on Splash Mountain? Do you even like to ride Splash Mountain, or are you one of those people that doesn't want to get wet so you don't bother riding it? Let me know in the comment section below. Okay, everybody, that's it for the Monday Must Do today. I'll be back next Monday with another Must Do attraction. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you real soon. Once you get into your log boat thingy that you ride in the ride, where I tell you about it,